What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody had an excellent weekend. Mandatory minicamp's about a week away, so things are starting to slowly ramp up. And training camp will be just around the corner. In terms of news and notes, there's not really a lot. You see all the highlights from OTAs, Aaron Rodgers completing the ball to Garrett Wilson and all these other things. But I think the only other storylines heading into camp that are going to kind of develop are going to be the contract talks and how the Jets going to handle their cap space. And they have three different decisions they have to make. You have a player you just traded for. You have a valued veteran whose deal is going to be up. Then you have a guy you drafted whose deal is going to be up. And it's going to be fascinating to see what this team does, especially how they kind of blew it with Bryce Huff, which I'm never going to let go, right? So first one is Haason Reddick, who they traded for from the Eagles, a very good pass rusher. He's due, I think, $14.5 million, not guaranteed. So that's why he's not going to OTAs. When there's no guaranteed money, you don't want to risk injury, because if you do get injured, guess what? You're losing it. So I'm really curious to see what the Jets do here, because for me, the Jets have a 2-year window here to try to win everything. My reason for saying that is you're hoping Aaron Rodgers plays 2 years, because after that, the search for the quarterback begins and everything else, and then it's going to be a mess. So to me, it's like a 2-year window. When you trade for Reddick, you got to assume that he wanted a new contract. So you had to figure if he has no guaranteed money, maybe you offer him, the cap hit's like, I think, $15 million. You get him some guaranteed money this year, and maybe you try to offer him a 2 or 3 year deal. Now, you got to figure he's 30 years old. He had, I think, it was like 27 sacks over the last 2 years and 38 over the last 3, or some crazy numbers. So you figure this could be his last payday in his eyes. So he's going to want to hit it. He's going to want to get a good chunk of change. So how do the Jets do that? And I don't think they're going to say, okay, you know what? Play out this season and we'll deal with it afterwards. They just literally went through that. I don't think you want to take your chances there. I think when you trade for a player of his caliber, you find a way to keep him in the mix. Now it comes down to money. I know that there was rumors in Philadelphia that he wanted $20 million per year. And then it gets interesting, because you got to figure if you pay him that kind of money, you're not too far away from having to pay Sauce and Garrett Wilson and Brees and Jermaine Johnson. So I really don't know what the Jets are going to do here. I'm kind of hoping that they find a way to get it done, because he's like a perfect complement to the opposite side of Jermaine Johnson. Like, you can't have enough pass rushers. He could also help Will McDonald in developing him. So Joe Douglas got a tough choice there. The next guy is DJ Reed, who we all love. DJ Reed is probably one of Joe Douglas's best free agent signings. I think he's making an average $11 million per year. But now it's like his contract's up after this year. So what do you do with him? Do you try to find a way to keep him in the mix for the next couple of years? I mean, the Jets secondary has been very good. DJ Reed's playing at a Pro Bowl caliber level. He's been an excellent mentor to Sauce. But it's like, how much money can you invest in the secondary? And you got to figure, as well as DJ Reed's been playing, this may be his last big payday as well. He may want to strike it big too here and get that $13, $14, $15 million a year contract. Because you figure in the free agent market, pass rushers get paid, corners get paid, and wide receivers get paid. So he falls in that quality player. So what do the Jets do there? You can say, we're going to let him play it out, see what he does, and then do it after the offseason. But if you get into a bidding war, I mean, are the Jets willing to do that? I don't know. And then you could say, you know what? We got to pay Sauce. Then we could pay the next guy I want to talk about, Michael Carter II. And then you say, no, we have him, we have Sauce, we have Michael Carter. And then we just figure out what to do with the other corner position, because you can only invest so much money in the secondary. So Michael Carter II, 5th-round draft pick, has become a very good slot corner. Young, 25 years old, your own draft pick. You've seen him develop and prosper in your own system. So he would fall in the category of keeping one of your own. And this is you got to figure, but what is he going to get paid? Is he got $10 million a year player? I think he's making, 3.4 this year or something like that. So to me, that's a young, at 25 years old, that's a young player you want to keep in the mix. I think DJ Reed's he's 28, 29 years old, but you have Sauce, you have Michael Carter II. It's just tough decisions, man. But I think there's ways to get these deals done and not ruin your cap space for this year and for this foreseeable future, but it's just a matter of creative accounting. So let me know what you guys think. To me personally, I would get a deal done with, I get this feeling that Reed could be the odd man out here for some reason. I think the Jets are willing to spend on Michael Carter II. I think they'll get a deal done at Reddick. And I think DJ Reed, they may be like, you know what, we can't afford to pay you here because we got to spend that money elsewhere, including with Sauce, But let me know what you think. Who would you keep? Who would you not keep? And are you concerned about how Joe Douglas handles it? Do you think, is there a situation where they say, you know what, we're going to let Reddick play out the season, we're going to let DJ Reed play out the season, and Michael Carter play out the season, and we'll deal with it afterwards? To me, that's not good business. You see a lot of teams in the NFL locking up players earlier than later, which is good. But that's just smart because you're sometimes when, in a year like this, say if Haason Reddick goes out and has 17 sacks this year, there's no way living hell you can afford him next year. So let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you later.